morning. It is 5 a.m. Tuesday here in Manila. I'm Raine Musngi with your first look at the news. The Philippines is considering its options in dealing with new Chinese passports containing a map of China's disputed maritime claims. That's after filing a protest last week against China's new microchip-equipped passports that contain a map that marks its claims over disputed waters. For now, Foreign Affairs Department spokesman Raul Hernandez said authorities are still accepting the passports as official travel documents of Chinese citizens entering the Philippines. Other countries with territorial disputes with China have challenged the new passports. India is stamping its own map on visas it issues to holders of the new Chinese passports. Vietnamese officials are refusing to stamp new Chinese passports bearing a map that lays claim to disputed areas. Border authorities have instead been issuing visas on separate pieces of paper and stamping those issued previously as invalid. Meantime, Malacanang urges lawmakers to end debates on the reproductive health bill and finally put it to a vote. The author of the measure, Edsa Lagman, also asks his colleagues not to be afraid of the so-called Catholic vote. 5 board members of Aman Futures, one of the biggest scams in Philippine history, surrender to the National Bureau of Investigation. One of the supposed victims, Pagadian Mayor Samuel Ko, will also become a suspect in the case. One is killed while 15 others were injured from among the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters or BIFF in back-to-back blasts in Datu Saudi Ampatuan in Maguindanao. One bomb exploded along the side of the road, the second explosion some meters from the venue of an Islamic symposium. BIFF officials and former MILF members from the group of Umbrakato were expected to attend the event. Criminality jumps during the holidays. Authorities remind people to be more conscious of their security as they plan their vacations or holiday activities. Stocks around the globe were mostly lower Monday as investors were cautious over whether Greece will receive emergency aid to keep it financially afloat. There were also no signs of progress by U.S. lawmakers to avoid the U.S. fiscal cliff. The Dow and S&P were down 1/3 to 0.5%, while the Nasdaq was slightly up. Major European share indices were down across the board after some regional indices had their best weekly performance since December over the past week. Most Asian stocks rose Monday, lifted by Japanese exporters that gained on a weakening yen that offset uncertainties over Greek aid. Japan's Nikkei climbed to a 7-month closing high. Indonesian stocks ended at an all-time high. Bucking the uptrend were Chinese stocks, with both the Hang Seng and Shanghai Composite ending in the red. For the first time, the Foreign Affairs Department Rapid Response Team was able to reach the location of some Filipina caregivers near the Gaza border. Despite missiles having landed in the area of kibbutz, they said they do not want to be repatriated because they cannot afford to leave their jobs. They care for the aged assigned to them, and the families of their wards care for them back. Meantime, nearly 200 countries take part in the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Doha, Qatar. Observers doubt the conference will resolve key issues, including the extension of the Kyoto Protocol, the UN plan for cutting greenhouse gas emissions by developed nations. Here at home, oil firms announced a fuel price hike effective 6 a.m. today, Tuesday. Petron, Chevron, Shell, Phoenix, and Flying V will raise gasoline prices by 60 centavos per liter, diesel by 70, and kerosene by 50 centavos per liter. This is the 3rd week in a row of oil price hikes. This time, the rise in crude prices was brought on by the tension between Israel and Hamas militants. Burlesque Queen director Celso Ad Castillo has passed away due to a heart attack. And in sports, the Philippine Azkals are playing against Vietnam tonight, Tuesday, in a bid to stay in the semifinals berth of the AFF Suzuki Cup.